I asked you to define the word harm and tell me in what ways could technology be harmful to you. What do you have for a definition for Spink Table?
Well, I'll put it to hurt or to damage something or someone.
To hurt or to damage someone or something? Are you
Physically and emotionally. Yeah.
physically and emotionally? Okay, so not just like physical harm.
Like physical, mental, and emotional.
Physical, mental, and emotional. Very cool. I know on Google definitions they say like physical harm, and I was wondering if somebody would say emotional. So thank you. First, Green Table. What's your definition of harm?
Like being in danger.
Being in danger. Is that like what kind of danger? Could you elaborate a little bit?
Just like if you were in a place and it was like not good or something, it's like harmful. But with technology, you could be like in danger if someone like put something on social media or something.
So you're saying like even places could be dangerous, like not even necessarily a person, but a place or social media. Yes. How can technology be harmful to you back Pink Table?
Well, people can like overshare details of their life, like people are quick to post like where they are and stuff like that. That could put them in danger because like anyone can find them, or like they could overshare like their beliefs and stuff, and then like their job will see that, and like their boss doesn't agree with like their values and stuff, and then like people can get bullied and harassed and stuff.
So someone can do something to cause themselves harm, but then also other people. Very, very good. Over here, this orange table. How can technology be harmful?
I said like cyberbullying, and then your personal information can be leaked, and people can find where you live and stuff. And hurt you.
So cyberbullying, like attacking you, like she said, mentally and emotionally, but then also like a real threat, like they're gonna find where you are. Today we're looking at digital technology harms and trust. We are going to list the types of harms associated with specifically military technology, and we'll go on to talk about harms with everyday social media experiences. To start off with, John Stuart Mill was a philosopher in the 18th century. He said that individual freedom, a great human ideal, can only develop through societies where people are free from harm. Today, we will consider how digital technologies, which were developed 150 years after he said that, impact our understanding of the meaning of harm. Okay, some technologies are intended to harm people, while others just cause unforeseen harms. Take about 30-45 seconds, talk with your group. What are some technologies that are meant to harm people, and which ones could have like unforeseen harm? So, talk.
Online threats, that's meant to harm.
Yeah.
Insane means a harm because they are
Like, even just like,
unforeseen harms. Like, of course, like,
just looking at like,
people.
I mean, that's not meant.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what I was
I felt like child labor like starts out like on Instagram, like seeing like girls who are experiencing other girls and like
Would like tasers be taken?
I thought about that like in the
Every day.
military.
Yeah, that's like that's
You can like it had like purchase shop or snack.
yeah.
All right, let's come back together. What kind of technologies are intended to hurt people from this orange? You guys had a good one.
We said like tasers.
I like military equipment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because like those are like intended to harm.
Yes, so you guys are, and I like that again because I had kind of started drifting to thinking about emotional harm, but still tasers are technology meant to hurt people. And and we are gonna talk about military grade stuff as well. Other things that are meant to hurt people, pink table.
I wouldn't just say social media, but like, you know how people get on social media and they'll make like fake accounts, like, you know, so that they can hurt us without anybody knowing. You know, people just doing stuff like that just to harm people.
And so you're taking the other side, like talking about cyberbullying, purposefully making an account just to harass someone. Yes. First, pink table. What are some technologies that weren't necessarily meant to hurt people, but they can?
My group said missiles or like army stuff, or military items or something.
Military items? Yes. We're gonna look at some atomic bombs. First, green table.
I was going to like apps, like I forgot the app that was called, but it was used to like talk about people and you was anonymous. Like it was used to harm people, like
Is it
emotional.
Whisper, maybe? Or is that
I
not?
like- I know one called After School.
Yeah, that's what it was, after school.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was talking about that yesterday, that they would say something and so somebody said, well, if you don't like seeing that stuff, well then you should just not have an after school account. And she said that she didn't, that they would screenshot what they were saying and they would message it to her. So she wasn't even involved in it, but yes, very harmful. Okay, sometimes there are things which are like inconveniences, but they're not particularly harm, so we're gonna go into that more later, so we'll come back to that. We've already defined what a harm is. So let's go on to this topic about cyber attacks and drones. In 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, immediately killing approximately 120,000 people and ending World War II. So that's kind of like, you guys are talking about missiles and things like that. The technology of the atom bomb radically altered the nature of harm in relation to technology as warfare. As of 2013, though, the United States has said that the #1 immediate dangerous threat to the United States was a cyber attack, not terrorist attacks. So I need to know, if we're talking about dropping an atomic bomb, obviously, you know, people are going to die, people are injured, but a cyber attack would look differently. A cyber attack is going to allow people to infiltrate computer networks and create long-term and wide-scale interruptions to basic services and infrastructure. So, on your paper as a group, I need you to list the harms associated with a cyber attack and make sure that you differentiate between what's a harm and what's just an inconvenience for people. So, take 2 minutes. Harms of a cyber attack. Go.
Putting false names on their accounts, pretending to be on somebody's account and after you hack it. You know, that's like a big part of somebody like somebody hacks Trump.
You could like,
Talk about like
It can,
You know, you've got like legal evidence, you can like give the chat.
Or they could turn off people's
And it's like, I think it's just so easy, just like type something in, and somebody questions it. Well, you can mute them, but then if they say something important like, you know, like, hey, watch out, somebody's coming to the video. It's like, oh, I didn't see him.
it could ruin relationships.
So if somebody did like a full-blown cyber attack and got into a bunch of information, what like
It's a whole
something that would come out of that that
Yeah, it could ruin somebody's
harmful, but it is
Oh, they would know.
And like so many people were like
so
buying
they
stuff
didn't use
and
it.
there wasn't enough
Some
money,
game,
but
but it's like,
they're like, oh, just getting this so that everyone
I feel
is
like
rocking
personal
outside
info could
code,
still be
so like everyone
like
else might.
farm to
So
those
like,
things
if
if
they
they
on
weren't
cyber
really
talk,
like.
people could,
It could change it too.
Yeah.
People
So
can
what if-
take
ruin
US
businesses.
currency, ruin businesses.
Well, lose money would
Uh,
be.
So would y'all say?
They could, like-
the harm or the inconvenience?
it could be start getting.
No, because if I get mad, you know,
I hate myself.
I
I would have never
That is cyber attack.
No,
That
they're
is
not that kind of cyber.
that is the same.
I know you guys are still working on this, still discussing, but let's come back together and share your thoughts. What are some of the harms associated with a cyber attack from the first green table?
We said they can like hack into things, like maybe like government information or something.
So stuff that the government knows, and that can be like weapons or,
Right. Or like they could hack into stuff that maybe the government knows, but like not us or something.
that would be very dangerous, yes. Over here at this orange table, harms associated with the attack. False identification, somebody could use your credit card number, social security, take your money out of your bank account, yeah. What are some of the harms associated with the attack?
Could, like, gradually, if it got, like, big enough, it could end up, like, ruining, like, businesses and stuff that, like, our, stock market, like, relies on, and so then, like, we kind of fall into, like, another Great Depression.
It could ruin the whole country. Like with the whole like, you know how citizens do taxes, you know how the government they take all the taxes. Well, what if somebody hacked that account that that keeps up with the tax money and they do something with that, and then like afterwards, all the citizens, just the whole United States just goes down.
I was even thinking before you started mentioning, did you say Wall Street or not? So I'm thinking like, what's the, yeah, like the stock markets. Before you said stock market, I was just thinking like, if you go into a store, how they're, like they work on computers, like they have a point of sale and everything, so like if that crashed, like you said, it could be a widespread event, yeah. Last table over here, harms.
Looking at this cyber, taking, your phones, can help service, if they have an emergency. You can call somebody, and then recover it, something like that. And the inconvenience is Wi-Fi.
That's true. Because I didn't even think about cell phones. Like, yeah, inconvenience not having Wi-Fi, but then also, like, what if you needed to call someone and you couldn't get access? Next, we are going to make another list. So if you want to continue on that same piece of paper, or you can flip it over, I need to know about harms associated with, like, any kind of bombs, particularly atomic bombs. Consider, are there harms beyond immediate injury and death created by those kinds of technologies? You have 2 minutes. Talk with your people. Make your list.
Like the radiation, that like goes on for years. It can cause cancer. Should I be
That's both. And then also, if we're just gonna go and drop, people are gonna like drop atomic bombs different places, then like we're gonna like lose some allies, and then we're gonna like have conflicts with different countries and areas, and we're
And
gonna
that could get
run
messy
out of
because
gas.
that's like, you know how sometimes ISIS claims stuff that they don't really do? Like that could get messy because there could be so many accusations. This country traded with that
Yeah,
country and
and so
they
we're all like up in
treason.
arms.
Yeah, and everybody's just fighting each other throughout the world. And
It could be bad.
You could destroy things.